The next step on my list is finish enabling all the scripts. Now I'm having second thoughts about that particular step, and I'll tell you why. It really is the same step that is used much later on down there near step 11, where it says update your scripts as needed. And the reason that I inserted that originally was because I thought that there may be, in some cases anyway, some scripts that might be might require some attention, and it just really depends upon the solution that you have. Different solutions, have different behaviors, and their script properties, of course, are different. And so I'm going to go ahead and pass over that step number 7 for now, and we'll just go right on to step number 8, and we'll finish populating all of our layouts, because that's really where the rubber meets the road here. So let's go ahead and do that now. I'm going to show you 3 examples of bringing over the layout objects and how that's done. In the first case, we'll just bring over a simple one. We'll bring over a slightly more complicated one, and then another one after that. And each progressive case will address issues having to do with the various different parts, that is, these sections indicated by these tabs here, and how you should address setting everything up in the most efficient way. Let's go ahead and do our first one here. So over here I'm looking in the people file, and this is of course one of the original files with our original layouts, but I have already renamed everything because all your fields, all of your relationships, all your scripts, everything has to have the new naming conventions when you copy these over. So bring them over from a copy that has those changes made. So the first thing that we want to look at then is, let's go ahead and put this one in layout mode. And what I always suggest doing is, I had a routine for this. As in most large-scale solutions, there can be literally hundreds of layouts. You want to kind of get into a routine as you go through these. The routine that I came up with is, the first thing I do is I just look at the 2 in layout mode. And what I want to find out is, for the layout that we're going to bring over, so people data entry, I look at the table that is the master table that is being used by that. So this is using the people table. And then I would look over here on my new database, the new merged database. I would make sure that that same layout was up, and that the table name was properly assigned. And of course, if it wasn't, I'd come in here and change it here. So that would be the first thing that you do. Second thing to do is look at the parts. Don't worry about the content yet, just look at the parts. Here we've got, on this one, we've got a single body part, and that's all. We don't have a header, a footer, no summary, no sub-summaries, nothing like that. So we look at that, and then on this one over here, we've got a header, a body, and a footer. So let's just go ahead and delete these extra parts. I'm just going to highlight them and hit the delete key so that we get rid of those. We don't need them. Now the next thing that you want to look at, and we'll go back over here and look at the body part here by highlighting that. You want to use your object info window, and this is a really critical part of doing this properly, because you want everything to fit just right. And so the steps that I would do is, I would bring up this window, and if you don't see the window, just go under the view menu and go down to object info and select that. That'll bring that up. Now when you have that window open and you've selected the body part, what you want to look at is the position and the height information for various different parts. Usually when you're looking at parts, the only thing that you care about in the info window is this field, right, this little field here, and this is showing how high or how much vertical space that takes up. So when we're looking at this record, it's taking up 732 pixels. Now if you don't see pixels displayed here, just click in that column and keep clicking until you see pixels come up, and then that will be the units that are used in the info window. So 732, I'll just select that and copy it. I'll come over now to my new database and select the body part, and then highlight that and paste in that height and hit enter or return. So that'll make this exactly the same height across both versions of the database.